A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. I'm Ritwika Gupta. Tonight we have a very special episode bringing you two powerful conversations at the intersection of sport, cinema, leadership and purpose. In the first segment, I'm in conversation with someone who needs no introduction, actor, producer and entrepreneur Aamir Khan. And in the second segment, we are joined by Amit Luthra, Arjuna awardee, golfer and founder of the Golf Foundation. Aamir, welcome to ET Now Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Pleasure.
So across Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar, Dangal, Lagan, you have told powerful stories about sport, about underdogs. Tell me, why do these resonate so deeply with people in India as well as all across the world?
Well, I think sports, sports films are a genre that can be very exciting. It kind of throws sports and cinema together. So when you're watching Lagan, for example, not only you're watching a film, but you're also getting to watch cricket.
Yeah.
So lovers of the sport, really get excited. So when you have a good script and it's a sports film, it has a strong potential to connect with a wide audience.
Right. And what do you think people can learn from sports? Like people, I'm talking about entrepreneurs or like celebrities or influencers.
There's so much to learn from sports. In fact, I strongly believe that sports should be included in our school curriculum in a very in a way that is similar to how the importance we give other subjects. Like we give a lot of importance to languages, math, sciences, history, geography. We give a lot of importance to them, and there's a certain syllabus that's created for each standard. If you're in the 5th standard, you should know at least this much of language and this much of math. For sports, we don't have that. We have a sports period in which people play and they do something or the other, but that's not, by and large, it's not taken very seriously. But the fact is that having gone through school and having gone through 11th and 12th, I had studied till the 12th, there's very little I remember of my academics. I've learned very little from academics. Of course I have, it's not that I haven't, but I've learned much more through my experiences as a sports person. Because I've always been interested in sports. So right from childhood, I've played cricket, football, hockey, tennis, table tennis, badminton, squash, all kinds of racket sports. So I've played a lot of games.
Yeah.
And I've realized that sports teaches you things which, remain, they're lessons of life. Yeah. Sports teaches you how to work hard. It ignites your passion. It encourages, it teaches you about how to play in a team, how to be a team player. It teaches you how to strategize. It teaches you how to focus. It teaches you the value of hard work. Sachin, he may be the best batsman on the earth, but I'm willing to bet that he would be on the nets much more than the others. So it teaches the importance of putting in those many hours. And these are life lessons. It teaches you how to win.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to lose. It teaches you that when you lose, what do you take away from that? It teaches you how to be a sporting, victor. So I think sports is one thing that teaches you about life, which I've always felt, and since I've been thinking about it, I've always felt that sports should be included in our school curriculum in a very organic way and in a much more intense way, so that kids coming out of schools have actually learned a lot out of sports, I think.
Absolutely. What's your take on initiatives like the Golf Foundation is organizing?
I think it's a great initiative. I think the Golf Foundation is doing wonderful work, which is why I've always been supporting them for a number of years now. Golf, as you know, is a game which is rather expensive to play. You need the infrastructure, a golf course, expensive equipment. So it's not a game that someone who's economically not well off can afford. So children so what Golf Foundation does is that it identifies from across the country young kids who show a natural aptitude towards the game.
So for a young talent or a young professional or a young entrepreneur who's watching this today, if they're feeling overwhelmed, by competition or, just by what all that's happening, what would you like to tell them?
Well, from my own life experiences, I've learned that life throws a lot of challenges at you. There is not a single person on this earth who doesn't face challenges, ups, downs, etc. So I think what's really important is that when you face failure, when you face disappointment, it's important to learn from them. Right. And I have found in my life, in my experience, that the maximum I've learned is from my failures. So I hold my failures very close to my heart because they have taught me the most. And wherever I am today, it's not just as a result of my successes, but largely due to my failures.
Right. Our show is called Leaders of Tomorrow. What is your definition of leadership?
Oh, well, that's, I think a good leader is someone who can inspire a team to work together.
Yeah.
A good leader inspires love and respect. He or she doesn't need to throw his weight around. It happens naturally. A good leader spots talent early. A good leader encourages talent. A good leader learns. Because as a leader, when you accept that you're learning even from your juniors, that inspires juniors as well. So I think a good leader has, these are the qualities a good leader, some of the qualities a good leader has.
Last question, because our show is watched by a lot of entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the entrepreneurial lessons have you carried as a producer, as an entrepreneur, from the film world? Perhaps you have applied to your own life as well.
I follow my instinct. I follow scripts that are unusual, that may not be mainstream, but they excite me, so I want to be a part of it. Now, most entrepreneurs may not find that very useful advice.
No, absolutely. But risk-taking is something.
Risk-taking is part of being a good entrepreneur. Yeah. And also, I think sometimes you may face failure in a new idea, but sometimes it just needs time to be nurtured for a bit. And you should be prepared to stay with an idea, which may not have worked right away, but it can work. And you shouldn't give up on your dreams. You should hold on to your dreams.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Aamir, for being on Leaders of Tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's time for a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.